Morning. Let's get us adjusted here and see who can join live today. It's early, really early for some of you in different time zones. When you come on, just give me a hey. How are you? Moving through some heaviness, right? I know I posted in here a couple days ago about the weekend being so heavy. And, I think we're just like releasing so much that's no longer serving us. And now for the remainder of 2020, Uranus, or how do you say it now? Uranus, I don't know, is in retrograde, and it's like awakening all the relationships and all the things that are no longer serving us. It's really making us like see super clearly. So just let me know how your energy is going, if you're already kind of like releasing friendships, releasing relationships, releasing places of work, even where you live. Like, it's really asking us to see what is true for us. So just a fun little thing of what's going on. Hey, Natalie. Awesome. Just a fun little energy update of what's happening. So I know I've experienced a lot in my personal life, but that is something we will talk about at another day. So, good morning. Yeah, feeling that for sure. It's amazing though, right? Like, it is kind of fun to really think about what all 2020 is going to bring for us in the remainder of the year. Especially a lot of astrologers are saying that like kind of shit's gonna hit the fan again in November, and then we're gonna simmer down December, January, and begin to rebuild in February. So really exciting to think about all that could come, especially with this huge like clear seeing that's being brought to us energetically. Like, what a beautiful gift. So, all right. So here we are, week 3, the end of week 3. We only have one more week to go. I can't believe it. Like, this literally flew by. I was a little nervous because free programs, they have a lot of interest, but when they're kind of like a month long, they kind of seem to fizzle down because there isn't that investment piece to it. So I am very excited that we've been able to keep this fire going. The November shift, yes. Oh, thanks, Megs. Sorry, I have like a sun glare. That's why I'm all like hunched down and being all weird. So, week 1, we talked about what the subconscious mind is. Week 2, we worked the resistance. Now, week 3, I've been giving you different options for you to play with to really help to really like understand the power of the subconscious mind, work with the power of the subconscious mind, and be really intentional on how we're thinking and how we're feeling to create our desires. Like these little prompts that I'm giving you every single day to keep you in that alignment space. So feel free to go back if you need, but day 1 of this week, we did the embodiment meditation, where I led you through like what it is you're actually desiring, and then how that looks, how you're living all day from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you close your eyes at night, what you're doing, how you're feeling, what you're wearing, the people around you, where you live, all of that. And then bringing that into your present day of like, okay, this is how I desire to feel. So I'm going to start feeling this way now. Bringing everything into present tense, not waiting for the money or the relationship, the success to be happy, but being happy and fulfilled and empowered right now, because why not? Right? You are so worthy of that. We are so worthy of that. And then we talked about creating vision boards, or creating a vision board on your Pinterest that you could even put on the wallpaper of your phone, because some people are very visual. So if that's the route that you took, it's something that you're creating that you can look at every single day, multiple times a day, that every time you look at it, it elevates those emotions. It reminds you of who you are, who you're here to be, what you're stepping into, what's already here for you, okay, as long as you open up to receive it. And then we even took that a step further on Wednesday. We talked about Movie Mind, which is taking those images that you would put on your vision board and making like a little 3-minute movie out of it with positive, uplifting music, affirmations, different pictures, all that elevates the emotions. Yesterday, we talked about creating an affirmative statement of your desires. So just to break that down really quick, it was think about what it is that you're calling in and then create your statement, a really easy statement around it that when you repeat it, it elevates your emotions, and framing it in a way that feels good to you. And whether that's you saying, I am, I have, or I'm learning how I'm in the process of, however your subconscious mind is going to resonate with that. And then like using that affirmation, especially as you're heading off to sleep at night, because that's when your subconscious mind is the most like stimulated, because the conscious mind is so quiet at that time. This is why, too, they say that the first 7 minutes you wake up in the morning and the last 7 minutes before you doze off to sleep is very impactful times for you to be manifesting, for you to be really working that subconscious, because it's front and center. It's the loudest part of your brain working at that time. So literally how you wake up in the morning matters. Even the whole idea of waking up on the wrong side of the bed, right? Like, did you wake up and immediately start thinking about all the shit you got to do or the crap you're pulling in from yesterday, right? So those first 7 minutes before and after are very, very impactful. So today, now we've touched on, I feel like, everything we possibly can as far as the meditation aspect, vision, affirmation. Now we have the journaling, okay? So this may be a process that is your most favorite. It's one of my most favorites. It's something I do every single day. And the really cool thing about the journaling practice I'm going to teach you about is, even if you hate journaling, you can still do this, because you can do this just by speaking, okay? You can do this by really in any way that you want. So it's called future scripting or future journaling. And like I said, I do this every single morning. It's a part of my meditation practice. And you're doing exactly as it sounds. You're literally scripting out your future as if it's happening now. Remember, that is such a key thing. Everything is happening now. And the more you focus on how you're feeling and really feel those feelings, not just writing it down, the more that subconscious mind is signaled to carry out those desires, to carry out that intent. So what you want to do here is, it's really important to start off with gratitude for everything that you already do have. And remembering that gratitude is the language of receiving. When we are in gratitude, we are opened up to receive. When we're focused on all the abundance, all that we already have, everything that we are so grateful for in this moment, we're receiving more of this. Just the same as if you were to just constantly be focusing on everything that you don't have, what's not here, what doesn't feel good, what doesn't make you happy, you're going to receive more of that, okay? So we want to start off with gratitude for what we already have. So if you really enjoy journaling, you can take your time to write out what it is that you are grateful for. I recommend at least 10 things, but be really careful here that this doesn't become something on your to-do list, just another have to, just another, I got to do this in order to get this. Take your time with it and allow it to feel really good. So for an example here, if you write out 5 things you are super grateful for that day, and you feel like writing down a 6th, you're kind of forcing, you're stretching it, it feels kind of resistant, don't worry about it. Just drop it, right? And then go on with your future journaling. Our energy is constantly shifting, and we're showing up each day and each moment of each day with a different sort of energy. So some days you're going to write this huge list of what you're grateful for. This morning I was going huge page full of gratitude. It just felt really good. And some mornings it's 2 or 3 things, and that's okay, because I continue to carry that gratitude as much as I possibly can with me throughout my day. And yeah, of course I forget all the time because I'm a human, but then I remember and I come back to just wanting to feel better, right? So I want to shift my mindset. I want to have more gratitude. So we open up those floodgates by focusing on that gratitude first. Now, if you don't enjoy journaling, you can just, sit with an open heart and think about all the things that you're grateful for. Say them out loud. Speak them to your voice notes if you want to, or just think about them in your head, but allow yourself to feel it no matter what. And then you go into your future journaling. And like I said, it is exactly as it sounds. You just begin to script out everything that you're doing. So you're imagining, taking from day one, that embodiment meditation that we did together, what it is that you're calling in, and bring that into this present moment, as it should always, like those energies should be here in this present moment. And you begin to just like write out, like, what are you doing that day? Like if all the money was here, if all your true love was here, your friends, you felt amazing in your body, you had perfect health, you had complete unlimited prosperity, whatever it is that you want, how are you living? Write it out. Pretend like you are experiencing that day. What does that look like? You going to the spa, you get to work with your dream clients, you send out a couple emails, you wake up in the morning and you just have the money in your bank account, whatever it may be. You wake up and you're in your dream home, in your dream location, whatever you want it to be. People ask me a lot, like, should I do this? Should I write out the same thing every single day? I mean, if you want, if that's what feels good to you. Sometimes I'll write the same things, and sometimes I'll expand a bit, and I'll even think about what would my life look like a year after those manifestations came into fruition. What would it look like a year into it, 2 years into it, 5 years into it? What am I doing? Like, what does it feel like? What's happening? And it just is very exciting to begin to think about the limitless potential that exists for us and all that we could be experiencing in our life. So again, if you don't enjoy journaling though, you can just meditate on this. You can feel it. You can see it in your mind. You can speak it out loud. You can speak it to your voice notes. Sometimes if I don't feel like journaling, again, sometimes like those energies are kind of heavy and I just need to move my body instead. So I'll just take that practice to my yoga mat, or I'll dance with some music on, my headphones on, and just think about what that looks like, what that feels like in the future. But having it here right now. Okay. So this week we definitely touched on all the bases of all the different ways that you may desire to get in touch with those elevated desired emotions. And so if none of these feel good to you, please feel free to reach out, let me know, and we can discuss what your other options are. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I need to touch on today. So I will see you Monday. I will put out the itinerary for our final week on Sunday morning, and I am about to be headed off for a client of mine. She purchased a VIP weekend, so I'm going to be in a whole weekend, like fully immersed in all of like the healing and expanding and exploring kind of stuff. So really excited. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and let me know how the future journaling feels to you and if it's something that that seems to resonate. So have a great weekend. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you guys Monday.